Okay, on this video tutorial, I just want to cover a few quick things, and that is the elements that need to be on each slide. We've already talked about backgrounds and making them permanent, and you're already putting head swaps and making your villains and superheroes in Pixlr as another practice with that. And so now I want to talk about when you make your slideshow. With each slide, we need to have narration. We need to have a call out for our characters to be talking, and then we need to animate a little bit. So let's talk about those things, and then you'll be good to go when you start to create your slideshow. Okay, first thing is for narration, you're going to use your text box. You can either get it by going to Insert, Text Box, or there's a shortcut with the box with the T in it. When I click on it, I get the cross, and I can put it anywhere I want to, but I'm going to put mine at the bottom. You either usually find them at the bottom or the top. So I'm going to put mine at the bottom. Click and drag. And now it's black, so I'm going to click in it, and I don't think I want to keep it black. I'm going to make it a brighter color. So let's see, I'm going to come up to the paint bucket, and let's make it, light purple. Kind of matches. And so now I can click in there. I have a text box, and I can start to tell the story where it was a dark and creepy night, ... So you get the idea. So you can put your little bit of narration here. And then I can shorten it. We've talked about text boxes from Google Drawings. So there's the narration. Okay. So that's one thing down. The next thing is we need to have our character. Well, once we bring in our character, they need to talk. So we're going to go to Insert. And down here, if I go to Shape and I hover over Shape, I'm going to go down. One of the options is callouts. And if I hover over that, then I get some callouts. And I'm just going to simply, let's see, I'll choose this one. Again, kind of like a text box, I click and drag. The cool thing is, if I click in there, I've already have a text box to type in. And so I might say, hi, I am here to save the day. So that's what he says. And so we get, when you click on this, you get like a yellow diamond. Well, I don't want, this is typically where the mouth is of someone speaking. And right now I don't have it anywhere near my character. So I'm just going to take this yellow diamond and I'm going to turn it and I'm going to face it, and that looks better. Might even move it closer. Okay. Okay. So now I have, it was a dark and creepy night, and I have my character saying, oops, should say, hi, I am here to save the day. And so now let's animate a little bit and try to spruce this up some. So how do I animate? Again, go back to Insert. View. Go to View, Animations, and I get a box that comes up on the side. And you want to be able to click whatever you're animating. So I could animate my narration. I could animate this or my character. I think I'm going to leave my narration go. I mean, it's totally up to you what you want to do, but I think I'm just going to leave that as a staple down here on the bottom. In fact, I'm just going to have this run. I know I shortened it. I'm going to run it and just leave my narration down there. Up here, I'm going to animate though for sure. And so you click on what you want to animate. And so then I click here and it says select an object to animate. I did that. It'll default to fade in. So I'm going to click on that. Go to the drop down box. Let's see. I want to maybe have him zoom in. So once I click on zoom in, you'll see that you can either click it to have him do it, or it can do it automatically. If you hit the drop down, it can be after previous or with previous. So I'm going to have it go after previous. And I'm going to play it for a minute. Let's see what it's right now defaulted like between medium and fast. Let's see what that looks like. So I'm going to hit play. And there he is. That looked pretty good. I might slow it down. I'm going to hit stop. I might slow it down just a hair. And I'm going to play it again. I like that. That looks good. Now the problem is, watch again. The problem is though, look what's here This comes in. This is here the whole time. That looks kind of silly. I don't want him to talk till after my character arrives. So I'm going to click. I now need to animate this, and I'm going to come over and hit Add Animation. And do I want it to fade in? Let's see. I want it to fly in from the bottom. And again, I want it to happen not on a click. I don't want it to happen with him. I want this to come in after him. So I'm going to hit after the previous. So after he previously comes in, I'm going to have this come in. And again, I'm just going to play with these times. Right now it's set to between medium and fast. I'm going to move it down just a little bit and play it. Background, character, speech bubble. Not bad. I might speed it up just a little. This is where you can play. Play this again, see what it looks like. That looks pretty good. Okay, now it can be as basic as that, or I can maybe also, you can just keep adding animation. So say I want him to then flip. I could click and say, okay, add animation. Once he zooms in, once this happens, I want him to fly out to the right. So let's do this. I'm going to hit play. He zooms in. Here, I'm here to save the day. Oh, shoot, see what I did? It was on click. We don't want that. So easy to do that. So instead of on click, I want it to happen after the previous. So after those words come in. All right, let's hit play again. Background, character, thought. Ooh, that's way too fast. So I'm going to go back. And let's see, I need to slow that down. That happened way too fast. So I'm going to slow it down. Here he comes. Here's the thought. Still going to slow it down, maybe just a little bit. That's still pretty fast. Background, character, bubble, better. Now, this is hanging out all by itself. That looks kind of silly. So I think the next thing I need to narrate is this. I'm going to click on that, add narration. Let's have it just disappear. It's going to disappear with the previous. Let's hit play. Background, character, what he says, he leaves, thought bubble leaves. Pretty good. I like it. So again, you can get as fancy as you want to. Each slide needs to have some kind of animation, but you can see that, shoot, we've already added 1, 2, 3, 4 on just this one. You only need to have one per slide. So as much as you want or not as much as you want, have fun. It's all up to you on how you want to present your particular story. Again, as always, if you have questions, see me in class, but hopefully this video has helped you if you're trying to work on your own. Okay, back at it. Have fun.